In this episode of Safe Money Retirement Radio, we'll look at the history and future of annuities, discuss how the required minimum distribution goes back into effect this year, and look inside a case file where a 74 and 76-year-old couple wanted to protect their retirement from any losses and guarantee an income neither one of them could outlive. Let's get started.
Is your retirement money safe? Really safe? Find out today on Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Safe Money Retirement Radio. I'm your host, Tim Wood. This podcast and on-air show is dedicated to those of you who struggle with the fear of losing your retirement savings because of forces outside your control. One of the reasons I only work with fixed, safe money products is I never want any of my clients to lose one night's sleep worrying about losses to their hard-earned retirement. And I never want to lose a night's sleep worrying about that either. One thing that makes my strategy unique is that I am completely focused on preservation of your principal while still participating in market gains with none of the losses. There are ways you can still earn market-like returns without any risk to your capital and cut the fees you're paying to a broker, all while knowing your money is completely protected and safe. Give me a call at 855-PLAN-ADVISE or visit safemoneyretirementradio.com now for more details. I often get asked where annuities came from and how long they've been around. So let's look at that. Annuities date all the way back to at least the Roman era, where Roman soldiers were paid annuities as compensation for military service. The Latin word annua means annual stipends, and during the reign of the emperors, the word signified a contract that made annual payments. Individuals would make a single large payment into the annua and then receive an annual payment each year until death or for a specified period of time. During the Middle Ages, annuities were used as fundraising vehicles. In Europe, governments were constantly looking for revenue to pay for the massive ongoing battles with all their neighbors. The governments would create what was then called a ton-time, promising to pay for an extended period of time if citizens would purchase shares today. The United Kingdom, locked in many wars with France, started one of the first group annuities called the State Tontine in 1693. Fans of Charles Dickens and Jane Austen will know that in the 17 and 1800s, annuities were all the rage in European high society. Annuities owed this popularity among the upper class to the fact that they could shelter annuitants from the fall from grace that occurred with investors in other markets. Even early trades between the colonies and England involved annuities. Many annuity contracts were issued in England to benefit family members still residing there in return for raw goods shipped from the colonies. The annuity contracts were known as annuimums and were very popular as a method of trade and safety. Benjamin Franklin was an early supporter of the concept of annuities, and in his will left two annuities, one to the city of Philadelphia and the other to Boston. The Boston annuity was still going strong until 1993, when city officials voted to end the annuity and use the lump sum that remained. Annuities really made their first mark in America in 1759, when a company in Pennsylvania was formed to benefit Presbyterian ministers and their families. Ministers would contribute to the fund in exchange for lifetime payments. During the Civil War, many annuities were awarded by the United States to military members in place of land ownership. President Lincoln supported annuities before his death as a method of assisting injured or disabled military personnel. But it wasn't until 1912 that Americans could buy annuities outside of a group. The Pennsylvania Company for Insurance on Lives and Granting Annuities was the very first American company to offer annuities to the general public. During the Great Depression, annuity companies maintained their standards of safety and security. Many people's financial lives were kept intact because of the solid security an annuity provided. One of the more famous stories is of the baseball legend Babe Ruth, who invested 100% of his funds in annuities. His famous quote still resonates today. He said, "I may take risks in life, but I will never risk my money. I use annuities, and I never have to worry about my money." What has always proven to be attractive about annuities is their tax-deferred status. Because they are issued by insurance companies, annuities are always able to accumulate without taxes being taken out at year-end. This has always allowed annuity owners to put the time value of money on their side. More recently, O.J. Simpson protected his income from lawsuits and creditors through annuities, and Ben Bernanke disclosed in 2006 that his major financial assets are two annuities. In America today, annuities provide exactly what they provided over 2,000 years ago: safety, security, and freedom from risk. Give me a call today at 855-PLAN-ADVISE or visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com now for more details on how these annuity products work or to speak with me directly. And don't forget to register for your free copy of the Safe Money book and the Safe Money Retirement Kit. The Safe Money book is an easy-to-read 108-page book that goes into detail about how annuities work and how they can work for you. It also covers other topics such as U.S. Treasuries, inflation, how to avoid excessive fees, how tax-deferred growth can benefit you, and a whole lot more. And I'll send you a copy absolutely free with no obligation as part of my Safe Money Retirement Kit. Just log on to SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com now and register for your free book and kit, or give me a call at 855-PLAN-ADVISE and I'll get the book and kit right out to you. In this week's noteworthy retirement news, we'll take a look at what's going on with the required minimum distribution rules for this year. The rules for taking required minimum distributions from IRAs, 401ks, and other retirement savings plans have changed significantly in the past few years, so pay attention. The Secure Act, passed in late 2019, raised the age to start taking the required withdrawals from 70.5 to 72. Then the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, or CARES Act, waived the RMD requirement for everyone last year in 2020. But the newest COVID relief bill did not extend that waiver, and required minimum distributions are scheduled to resume in 2021. Now is a good time to start making plans for this year's RMDs. The moral to the story is like every other: make a plan so you're prepared. Don't forget to take at least the required withdrawal by December 31st, or you'll face a steep penalty. 50% of the amount you should have withdrawn but didn't. Not taking the RMD is one of the stiffest legal penalties that the IRS levies, and you don't want to pay it. So make a plan. By the way, if you turn 72 this year, you have until April 1st of next year to take your first withdrawal. Give me a call if you have any questions about RMDs for this year. In this week's case file, we'll look at a couple in their mid-70s that wanted to protect their lifetime savings from, quote, going up in a puff of smoke, end quote, as he called it, due to market conditions and changes in Washington, and they wanted to get an income neither one of them could outlive. They had built up their nest egg to $270,000 and still had all of that in a 401k plan. After meeting and looking at their situation, we found a product that gave them both a guaranteed income for as long as both of them live, a long-term care benefit that would double that income if they ever needed it, and the plan has no chance of any losses at all, zero, ever. They transferred their funds easily using what's called a 1035 exchange, and they say they now have much more peace knowing that their monthly income will never shut off as long as they both live, and they won't lose their life savings if the market crashes. Now, I can help you find your safe money solution as well. Just give me a call at 855-PLAN-ADVISE or visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com right now. For today's full chord, I want to talk about peace. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "It isn't enough to talk about peace, one must believe in it. And it isn't enough to believe in it, one must work at it." The value of having peace, especially in your retirement years, is invaluable. Look for ways to bring peace into all aspects of your life, with your family, with God, and especially with your finances. Proverbs 12:20 says, "Deceit is in the heart of those who devise evil, but those who plan peace have joy." Find your joy this week by making a plan to find peace.
Are your retirement investments safe? Really safe? Or does your plan advisor work for the insurance companies instead of working for you? It happens more often than you might think. Tim Wood is the independent plan advisor that many of your neighbors count on to guide them to a safe and prosperous retirement while eliminating the worry and hassle others face daily. There are safe money retirement products that protect your investment, but you must know where to look. With complete protection from market losses and a constant percentage of market gains, you'll soon discover why so many trust Tim Wood as their guide to a safe and secure future. Discover products that include bonuses, guaranteed returns and incomes, survivorship benefits, and death benefits that can be assigned to multiple beneficiaries. Never worry about market losses again. Protect your hard-earned retirement now. Call 855-PLAN-ADVISE. That's 855-PLAN-ADVISE. Or visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com for your free copy of our Safe Money book, Protecting You from Losses, Fees, and Inflation. Go to SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com now, and we'll send you the Safe Money book. It's absolutely free. Then sleep easy tonight knowing your investments are secure. This message is brought to you by Tim Wood and theplanadvisor.com. Medicare, life, and Safe Money Retirement made easy. Visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com right now.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's Safe Money Retirement Radio Show. Join me again next week to continue your free Safe Money Retirement education. Until then, keep it safe and visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com. Take care.